great day and a great week. I'm going to talk about DR as we always do. And, going to start with the ADR session from last night. So the Asian session, um, DR formed at 7:30 to 8:30. And I posted this picture on, I think, in the communities tab. But, if you look, this is very small range, right? This is what I mean by trusting the process sometimes. Very small range. And, we actually confirmed high right before 10 p.m. last night on the Eastern Standard Time. And, I'm up watching the basketball game. Didn't pay attention to this. And the way I have it set up is I'm watching TV on my computer while I'm doing everything else, right? So surfing the web and all that stuff. So um, didn't take this trade, but that's could have taken this retrace down here, 1 point retrace. All right, comes up again. It's about 3 points. Comes down. I finally start paying attention because my Miami Heat is losing. So I just glance over here and I'm going, oh, okay. So I actually end up putting an order in right on this candle for this blue .5 fib, right? Even though it's only like a 3 point range, and just kind of let it do its thing, right? So why did I trust the process here? Because if I would have trusted it here, it would have worked, right? It would have went up. Now that's like a 3 point move here from here to here, but the fact that it wasn't coming down allowed me to trust the process. So from this, actually the bottom of this red candle, and then up to I got 5 points off of this one. So really, again, kind of a low stress kind of trade. The most I'm going to lose is 2 points, right? Because if I put my order in here, my stop is going to be right down here, right? So I'm not risking much at all. So just wanted to point that out. So that was ADR for last night, and let's if I can get this thing to move, we'll look at the ODR, which is the London session. I was asleep, right? London was another one where you could have had a relatively easy trade, which, we've been talking about last couple of days. We confirmed high really quick, came down, no gap here between the IDR high and DR high. So when we came down and retraced, that would have been an easy trade to take here. You give yourself, room down, right below .5 fib. I'm not even sure what the spread is on it. I didn't even calculate. Let me see. It's 42.36 to 42.42. So what's that? 6 points. So you're at about 3 points here. So 3 points between the IDR DR and the .5 fib. So you give yourself about 4 points of room. And so if you got on here, could have taken a trade, you'd have got picked up. You'd have had some little bit of consolidation here. Very little drawdown from to down here, and then you'd have taken this up. And if I'm on here at 42.42.50, that's that easy 5 points, and then you probably could have gotten close to 10 points on that. You might not have gotten all the 10, but you'd have gotten close. So again, another nice easy trade here. Didn't take that when I was asleep, but that's 5 in the morning. That's really not that bad. All right, so. Okay, so let's talk about today, DR, the RDR New York session. So before we get there, you see we had 8:30. We had this. We had unemployment today, I think, this morning. It's where we came down to. Right, the drop came right down to that midnight open, and then bounced back up. So, not saying that happens all the time, but it's just always interesting to watch kind of how price reacts to some of these, lines that we kind of draw and keep an eye on. All right. So let's look at midnight's. Let me scroll this down a little bit so we can see it. All right. So let's go down to. Sorry for all the clicking and moving. All right. So let's get down to what we had for DR for today. All right. That should work. Okay. So after the unemployment numbers came in, price shoots up. We have a pretty good range here, right? So we're going to range from 42.49 all the way up to 42.73, so 20 something points. Now, so price shoots up, and then right around, so here's the market open, right? Price goes up, and then right around 9:45, price comes down. It comes down hard, right? Goes up quickly, comes down just as quickly. And you notice at 10 o'clock, we're all the way down here. Now we set the DR low at 10 o'clock. And we've been saying this for a while, that, once you get to 10 o'clock, 8 out of 10 times, we're going to have a reversal of price. And so today, when this price came down this hard, right, after going up this quickly, I actually got into this trade. I got in at, this was 42.49. I got in at 42.50. Okay, gave myself 1 point, and then took this up for, this was the easy 10 points. Could have been more, right? So again, this is maybe it's my risky side a little bit. But my stop was down here, right? It wasn't a full 5-point stop. It was like a 2-point stop, so I wasn't as worried about that, because this is not a DR trade. This is just a, I call it the gut 5, but this is probably this is the gut 10, because it's a trade based on my gut feeling and just kind of really the back testing that I've done of that 10 o'clock, right? I can't really call it back testing, because really just me looking at it and going, yep, price reversed again. And so in this case, because of that, that drop, as hard as it dropped down, I figured it had to bounce off of that. Okay, and so that's what ended up happening. Actually went all the way up to, what was this, 42.68. So that could have been that's 18 points if I would have let it run. But cut it off at 10 because I wasn't, again, I wasn't trying to be greedy, and that's not really my trade. Could definitely have moved it to 15, but again, that's a whole other story. So easy, easy trade there before DR happens. And I'm sure there's something here with, this is where ICT has this silver bullet, so there's probably some correlation of that in here, but I just took the bounce off of, off that 10 o'clock bounce. That's all I was looking for. Okay, so anyway, so we come up and again, there's a whole bunch, probably a bunch of ICT trades in here, but we're talking about DR. So when we look at DR, right around 10:45, we confirmed high, took out weekly buy side liquidity. All right, and so when we take this out, we confirmed high. The next thing that's going to happen is we're going to retrace back down below the DR line, right? So, so when we get down here, as soon as we retrace, and this was actually a pretty quick one, I put my order right here, 42.73.75, and then this was a easy, had 5 points, and then I moved that up to 10 points, so I took 10 points off of here. So yeah, from 74 basically to 84. So really easy one there. I was actually going to move my stop up some more, which wouldn't have made a difference, but or my take profit up some more. But it moved up so fast I didn't give me a chance to even to do anything with it. All right. So that's your DR trade for the day. I mean, you do that once a day, 5-10 points a day, and especially with on the ES, that's a $500 trade if you only have one contract, right? So I don't see anything. That's nothing to sneeze at, right? So really easy, just a nice move up. Then of course we retrace back down. Move up some more, come back down. So, we got these fair value gaps here. So now if we're going strictly ICT, you could have taken, trade off one of these as well. I did take, I started taking some just kind of, I think I took a trade over here. But these are just these are gut trades. So I don't really count them as real trades, because there's really nothing. The only thing that happened to me here was I saw this candle come back down into this fair value gap if I extend it out. And so I was like, well, okay, let's take a chance at it. And that was another 5 or so points I got on that one. So I don't count those. I mean, it's money, right? So I count it. But if I'm looking from a strategy standpoint, this was really the trade that you'd have taken today, right? So so I took 3 trades today. Only one was a true DR trade. The other ones were, say, gut trades, and then just kind of following the pattern. Price was moving up pretty much all day, so you could have just picked a reversal. It's here. This is a swing low. So because it actually comes into that fair value gap, right? That bullish one, but it's a swing low. So that means price is supposed to go back up, right? There's a swing high up here, which I simmed some money off of, right? 5 points off of this one, I believe. So there's again a lot of opportunities there, but from a DR standpoint, that's the trade we're looking at. And doing that once a day, ICT even says 5 points a day, $250 a day. You do that, do that for the week. That's not a bad. That's $1,250. do 10 points a day, and you kind of see you're in pretty good shape. All right. So anyway, that's it. Hope you guys had an awesome week. Didn't trade yesterday. I posted yesterday that prices never stopped. Right, it took off, confirmed high, and just kept confirming. All right, so there was no trade there from a DR standpoint. So it didn't even make sense to do that. Now there are some ways you could have used some previous DRs to find slots to get into. I just I'm still I'm learning that I know how to do it, but I just choose not to most of the time. All right. But anyway, again, hope you guys had a great week, and questions, put them in the chat. Drop a like if you like the video, all that good stuff, and we will talk to you next week. We'll be back on the charts on Sunday to see what happens. All right. Y'all have a great one.